It's me again. Okay, the year is 1999. We're just about at Christmas, about a week away, maybe less. So, it takes a while to get your liquor license, so I haven't quite got that. I'm hoping for it this week. I applied for it in the beginning of the year, and it just takes time, and you have to go through a whole bunch of process when you have your own business. But anyway, I'm looking for ways to increase my business without having any liquor, which is, I'm downtown. There's lots and lots of ghosts in these areas. But before I opened the restaurant, the angels gave me a hand, and we got rid of all the ghosts that were in the facility where I was renting for my restaurant. So now I'm just trying to figure out ways to make it more busy. So I'm starting to do readings for certain customers, and it seems to be working well. But there's this one incident where, you see, when you're doing a reading, if there's a ghost that's passing your establishment back and forth, then that ghost will be attracted to the energy of your reading. I know this already. The angels are helping me, and they're trying to make me succeed because of all the things I got to do for God in this place, because it's not just one thing that he wanted me to do there. The angels are going to advise me to all the rest of the things that he wanted me to do. But anyway, so I'm doing a reading near the front of the restaurant, and I know this one ghost that goes all the way up the street and all the way down the street. And it's a female. She's about 65 years old. She's getting ready for retirement. She was crossing the tracks near my restaurant, and the train stopped, and there's this little gap. She tried to climb over it to save time to get across, but then all of a sudden, it's like these things are like this. And all of a sudden, when she was climbing over it, it caught her, and it killed her instantly. Now, that's the ghost that's going up and down the street. She's a cleaning lady. So anyway, I'm doing this reading, right? And whenever I touch someone, and I'm in a trance with them, and I'm doing the palm reading, but really, I'm a good palmist, but really, I'm a person. When you touch you, I can see things and feel things and know things are going to happen in your life. That's mostly my gift. I learned palmistry so that way I'd have a reason to hold the person's hand while I'm doing this. But really all I have to do is shake their hand. But anyway, I would have to hold it for a period of time to get more information too. So I'm doing this, and I'm doing this reading, and then all of a sudden she starts crying. Now I can't let go of a person when they're in an emotional state. That'll cause damage to them. But I've got to break off this reading as soon as I can, because this ghost is coming down the road. And she's going to come into my restaurant, because she doesn't even know why she's going to come in. She's just going to feel something that's going to draw her into my restaurant. That's me doing the reading on this person. Because of the psychic energy, the ghost is going to feel it. So I'm trying to stop the reading, but she's bawling her eyes off, and I can't. And all of a sudden, it's a female, she's looking at me, I'm looking at her, and the door is about 3 feet behind me to come into my restaurant. All of a sudden, it opens. She looks back, doesn't see anybody, and screams. And I said, yeah, I can't stop this reading with you because you're crying, but that's a ghost, and it's going to go to my washroom because she's a female, and she just thinks she has to go to the washroom. She's attracted by my psychic ability in this reading I'm doing with you. So now, finish the reading with this young lady, and I go to the washroom, female washroom, and I say, listen, you've got to stay in here till I can find what's going on with you, why you're here, why you haven't moved on, and this is my establishment. So I am the owner. I am allowed to seal you in this compartment for as long as I see fit, until I can figure out what is the situation with you to move on to a different plane. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I said, I am sorry to tell you this. You've passed away. Now, you've been dead for almost 6 months. This happened about 4 or 5 months ago. This lady died on the tracks, and I was there when it happened. And I told her, you died about 4 or 5 months ago. You don't know that you're dead. You think you're going about your life normally, and you just needed to use the washroom. But you got drawn in here from a psychic reading that I was doing. And now you have to stay in here until I can figure out what happened, why you didn't move on to the, the next plane or whatever other existence there is. And there is other existence, there is other planes, there's heaven, there's hell, there's everything in between. But I gotta figure out why she has not moved on and she's still in this reality, let's say. Well, what she thinks is reality. So now I have a ghost in my washroom. And the odd thing about this ghost is her head is kind of almost half sliced off, like this. So she has to keep pushing it up. And she doesn't even realize she's doing it. And it doesn't look very good. But most people can't see ghosts anyway. But she is a brand new ghost, so I don't know what her abilities will be able to do in my washroom. I find out later that she stares in the mirror a lot, and she made a silhouette of herself in the mirror. But at least her head's on and everything's... And then other customers have come to me and says, you have a silhouette in the mirror. And I get the girls to clean it. But I have 4 mirrors in the female washroom. Only one of them has a silhouette of her. So I get the girls to clean the washroom all the time, and I'm pretty clean, like in my restaurant. But that for people even to see that means that they have abilities. Because the silhouette wasn't seen by all the people in the washroom, only a few. But anyway, that's my story for today. And my business did get busier, yes, while I was doing the readings. A lot of people came in just to see me and get readings done. And also I had this kind of deal with everybody. If you drank too much, I would take you home. But that doesn't happen until I get my liquor license. And that would be in the new year, 2020. All right, that's it for today. Talk to you later.